now, boy, it's time to break it down. Grab a mic, kill the stage, yeah, second nature now. Mama said I make a prayer, I told her I made a vow. Just to wait around in the year, I'll put her in a house on the shore or on a coast.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from kicksoncourt.com. Today we're going to be going over part 4 of the Nike Air Penny project, and this is the Air Penny 3 performance review. So without wasting any more of your time, let's go ahead and get right into it. So here's just a quick look at the traction surface. Basically, you have circular multi-directional pods that are placed at the forefoot, and then a little bit in the back, but not like the forefoot area. So traction, in my opinion, is very solid, very good. It's sort of reminiscent of the Nike Air Penny 2, but it's been evolved a little bit. So instead of it being a circular flat pattern inside the shoe, it is a little bit more outward driven. So you get a little bit better court coverage and more friction along the court as you are maneuvering. So really, no matter what direction you're planning to go, if you're going to be jab stepping or if you're going to be curling, cutting around a screen, pivoting, and so on and so forth, you are pretty much covered from the traction surface area of this sneaker, making it one of the best traction surfaces on the Nike Air Penny line. Cushion overall is pretty good. Basically, you have a larger volume airbag in the back. It's a 180 bag. And up in the forefoot, you have a full-length zoom unit, which is directly underfoot, but it is also encapsulated partially within this polyurethane shell, which is the foam posit material. So the forefoot starts off a bit slappy at first, but once you start going, everything really becomes a little bit more bouncy, a little bit more buoyant, and when you are maneuvering and running on your forefoot as a guard, you have complete and total coverage as far as cushion is concerned. And same thing in the back for heel strikes. So it doesn't really matter what position you are. You could be a point guard, you could go all the way up to a power forward, and you're going to be pretty much covered as far as cushion is concerned. As far as the materials go, you have a foam posit overlay on top of a full grain leather shell. Those are pretty much the two main materials there, and then you have some like bungees right here, elastic bands, very similar to the Air Jordan 10. And I absolutely love the material. The leather is extremely soft and it's very plush. Zero break-in time is required. Everything's very flexible and stays with your foot. The overall fit of the sneaker is almost perfect. The only thing that it really lacks is heel lockdown. But with the way that everything is built, you have a 4-foot double-ass midsole, meaning that the midsole is internal. And outside here you could see that the midsole is external. This is very similar to the Jordan Flyweight as far as its build goes. The backside or the heel was external midsole, whereas the rest of the shoe is internal, or double ass as they say. The double ass definitely keeps everything snug and secure, almost gives you that perfect one-to-one fit. And then you have the lacing structure here, which is absolutely my favorite part about this shoe. Everything seems to be almost independent. These little flaps here, so you can see that they run all the way up, and then once those are tightened up, you get the best lockdown with the greatest amount of flex, so nothing is hindered or restricted whatsoever. So if you guys can see that right there, and that coincides with this dip here. So even though there's foam posit on the side, it's not a restrictive shoe. Everything moves perfectly. So the fit in this particular model, I think, is absolutely wonderful. Even though there is a lack of heel lockdown, which could be better, it actually doesn't matter too much just because the rest of your foot is inside the shoe. So you're pretty much covered from the midfoot onto the forefoot. Ventilation is pretty minimal. Basically all you have is a mesh tongue, which hopefully you could see, and all of these perforations here are lines in the back, so you actually absolutely get nothing out of these here. In my opinion, I think that they could have been a little bit better with the ventilation system. At first I thought that it was going to be okay because it is foam posit here, because that obviously needs your moisture and your heat in order to mold and everything, but this is glued on top of the actual structure of the shoe, so I don't feel that this is actually needing that much heat and moisture as far as like what this shoe is actually retaining. However, the lack of ventilation is not a distraction on the actual performance of the sneaker itself due to the great fit and the structure here on the lateral side. So you get plenty of support, your foot is contained, it's not going to be slipping or moving, and the material does not retain or does not lose its shape. It's able to retain its shape because it fits to the foot so snugly. As far as support, basically you have your overall fit with the foamposite wrap here on the lateral side, giving you plenty of lateral support. These two pods on both the medial and lateral side act as outriggers. And then underneath you have a arch support made out of carbon fiber, which is also the midfoot shank. So you have plenty of structure and rigidness along with stability and support within the build itself, making these one of the top models as far as the Air Penny line is concerned. Alright guys, so overall this shoe has a couple of downsides. One of them is the lack of heel lockdown, which is something again that we've been getting used to with the Air Pennies, and also the ventilation could be a little bit better. Now its strengths are definitely its support and its cushion, along with the premium fit that it gives you. The materials also are great. This is something that you do not see on today's retros. So in my opinion, this is probably the best Air Penny to play in. I have not gotten to the Air Penny 4 yet, but we will soon. You could get these now on eBay for a very decent price. I actually picked these up for about $60 brand new. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. If you want to see the scores and even more detail on this particular shoe, you can go to my site, kicksoncourt.com. So until next time guys, have a good one. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from kicksoncourt.com. Today we're going to go over part 3 of the Air Penny project. Or wait a minute, this is part 4. Fuck.